Hello everybody and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm Bridget Young and today I'm going to show you how to get this orange summery Lolita makeup look. So stay tuned to see the tutorial. If you haven't already, be sure to hit that subscribe button below and give me a like. I'm a new YouTuber and I can use all the help I can get. Thanks! Now let's get to doing our makeup! Before sitting down, I've made sure to wash my face and apply my skincare. So now we're gonna go in with a primer. I'm using the Cover FX one, and this is going to fill in my pores to make sure we have a nice even canvas to apply our foundation. So I'm just gonna take a little bit like this and begin applying it to my nose. And with this sort of a primer especially, you really want to work it in so that it becomes one with the skin and really starts to meld. If you don't work your primer or your moisturizer or whatever sort of pre-makeup products you're using, it's going to sit on top of the skin and it won't allow the foundation to adhere properly. So be sure to really get in there good, or else your efforts are going to be counterintuitive. Next, we're going to color correct. I'm using the LA Girl Pro Conceal in Orange Corrector and Peach Corrector. So I'm starting off here with the Peach Corrector, and if I need fuller coverage in some spots, I'm going to apply the orange. I apply it here above my lip because it's kind of blue. And then taking my ring finger, I am going to blend it out. Now taking the orange color, I'm going to apply this to the really dark area just so we can be sure there's no blueness. Even though I do use a full coverage concealer, I just find that when I don't color correct, I always get some sense of a gray cast. And don't forget to blend out the one on your mustache. Now that we're all color corrected, let's go on to foundation. Two of my favorite foundations at the moment are the Marc Jacobs Remarkable Foundation Concentrate. I think that's what it's called. It's a very long name. And then the second one is the Chanel Vitalumiere Aqua. This foundation is matte and extremely full coverage, and this foundation is dewy and a medium coverage. I'm gonna mix the two because I find it creates a very beautiful result. Make sure to shake them up. So I'm taking a flat brush and just dabbing some of that Marc Jacobs on there. This is an old Coastal Scents brush. Oh my gosh, I don't think Coastal Scents even exists anymore. That's how... Sorry, I thought I got a little foundation on my dress and I was like, not on my baby, the Star Shine Bright. Nope. Just kind of gonna dab a bunch of this all over the face and swirl. Next, we're going to apply concealer. I'm using the Tarte Shape Tape in the colors Light Sand and Light Medium. And I'm just using my finger here because I find it creates a very seamless, pretty result with my concealer. And then we're going to just repeat that on the other side. Oh, I love it when the concealer goes on. You can see it just like the life it brings to the face, or I should say like the doll likeness it brings to the face. It's so funny. I find even when people aren't doing their makeup for Lolita or some other like anime or doll influence style, they always kind of look like a doll anyway because of how even foundation and concealer makes your skin. It just doesn't look real. I don't like to get too crazy with my contouring because then it takes away from the cutesiness of this look, and that's the whole point with Lolita, is to look more cute, so it never gets that sucked in, too chiseled look. And then I go over my jaw, then take a stippling brush and blend it all out. This is going to help to kind of pull the contour, and this is going to diffuse the sides. Using the same product, we're going to contour the nose. Now I'm taking just a rather flat eyeshadow brush, and I'm dipping directly into the product here, and then we're going to use this brush and sketch the contour in. You want to be careful not to just do two lines on the side of your nose, because if you do that, it can actually tend to widen it. So when you place your lines, make sure that they come in pretty closely. This is a Morphe M433, and I'm going to use this to further diffuse the contour we've just placed on our nose. Now let's set our under eyes and go back over our contours with powder. Today I'm using the Coty Airspun powder, but if I'm going to be honest with you, I'd recommend the Laura Mercier powder. It's just a lot better. This is a beauty blender, and I'm going to apply it under my eyes. It's very finely milled, and the only reason I don't have it right now is because I just ran out, and I'm gonna apply my powder generously because I like to bake. It also helps to protect my foundation from any eyeshadow fallout or mascara fallout or whatever. And then we'll just brush it away when I'm done applying my makeup. To go over our contours, I'm gonna use Anastasia Beverly Hills color Fawn and the Morphe M557 brush. I'm gonna use circular motions and straight motions like this, and then it'll be popping like this and super kawaii. And we'll do the other side. Taking the Morphe M433, we're gonna go over the nose now. You can see some of the contour kind of like got fanned out like this when I was blending. And what this is gonna do is help to bring it all back in. So just like that, try to be precise, but it doesn't have to be perfect. And we'll just leave that there to bake. Ooh, yeah, that powder made me a little sneezy. Just don't sniff it up too much. Next, it's time to prime our eyes with the P. Louise Eye Base in Rumor 1. And then I'm gonna take this flat brush and apply about this much product and go over it using mostly stamping motions. If you really need to blend the product, you can do a little bit of this sort of a thing. Just try to mostly stamp it in. I'm gonna set this base with Sugarpill's white shadow here. I forgot what the name was, but I'll link it below. And the reason why I'm using such a light color over top of my lid is because I want my bright colors to show up really well. I feel my results tend to be better when I do this first. I'm clipping my hair back. I can't take it anymore. It's too difficult to do this and film at the same time. So I guess I'm gonna have to just deal with having to fix it later. Welcome back! I did one eye and my eyebrows off camera, so let's do this eye together. Also, let me know if you'd like to see my brow routine. I don't include it in these videos just because I do it the exact same way every time and it would just take up a lot of unnecessary time. So if you want to see how I do my brows, please comment below. Because this look is very orangey, I'm going to use the 15D palette from Morphe and also their M513 brush. And I'm going to dip into in the crease and I'm going to apply this shade to my crease. Oh, isn't that funny? But actually a little above, because if you remember from my other videos, I have hooded eyes and I'm getting it kind of in this inner part too. And what we're doing here is creating a base for the shades that are going to shape our eye. And we're also bringing this color down onto the lower lash line. And we're going to use this C-shape motion in order to round our eyes out and make them look really kawaii. Now that we have that base, we need to soften all of the edges so that they're not too harsh and they're very diffused. So I'm going to take Good Morning from the Jeffree Star Jawbreaker palette, and I'm going to use this color to blend out that orange shade. Use windshield wiper motions, and then you can also swirl the brush like this. And make sure you're not like just aimlessly blending. You want to make sure that you're getting that edge of the eye makeup, specifically not down here, up here, or else it's not going to be diffused properly. And we're going to also blend it down here as well. It's subtle, but it allows the makeup to have just a little more softness to it. Going back into the 15D palette, I'm going to use the color Upbeat. And we're applying this color in my actual crease, as you can see, because when my eyes are closed, we'll be able to see that deepness, and a little bit of it might get blended up into the orange as well, so it'll just add to the dimension of the whole look. We're going to also bring this color to the lower lash line as well, being sure to be conscious of that C shape so that we can give our eyes more roundness. Now taking the Sparkle Baby palette from Sugarpill and this, again, like off-brand brush, I'm going to dip into Kitten Parade. And then I'm going to spray my brush with the Morphe setting spray and apply this to my lid. Now I would definitely consider this color to be more of a peach than an orange, but that's okay because it'll add some nice contrast to the oranges we're using. And it'll look really cute. Like, see how on this eye it's just like right here and it peeks out? I just think it looks good. Going back into the 15D palette, I'm going to pick up the color Glow, and we're going to apply this color right here to the outer third of the eye. Oh, don't forget to spray it or else it's not going to show up as well. And here's the look so far. Yes! Next, I'm going to go into the Jawbreaker palette and choose the color Wow. This is a Morphe M562 brush, and I'm going to apply this color to the inner part of my eye. Now taking the Merzy Gel Presso eyeliner in the color Pink Shine, I'm going to define the inner corner highlight. Oh, I love how this makeup's turning out so far. I really like orangey, peachy looks, if you haven't noticed, especially for summer. But I find that orange shadow, straight like orange looks like this, aren't really done that often, but they're pretty flattering. They're kind of like in the same family as like pinks and reds, which are a part of the natural skin tone, but you know, they're a little different, so it gives a little bit of uniqueness to the look. Now taking the Huda Beauty palette and the M562, I'm gonna dip into 24K and apply that right here, and then I'm gonna dip into Moondust and apply that to the inner corner. So here's Moondust. I'm gonna do that first because it's the lighter color, because if I dipped into the darker color and then the lighter color, then it would wash out the lighter color. Now I'm dipping into 24K and applying it up here. Oh, now that looks good. Next, we're gonna finish adding dimension to this look. I'm taking the Bedalim 783 brush, dipping into Forever, and then I'm gonna run this directly in the crease just to add a little more dimension and darkness on the lower lash line, being very conscious to create that C shape on the outer edge of the eye like we've been doing. And then I'm gonna dip into Epic and apply this shade just under the eye right here, and this is going to really help to give our eye that new shape. It looks a little weird now, but it'll look great with the lashes on. Now it's time to line our eyes. I'm using the Merzy, the First Pen eyeliner in the color Brownie. Now because my eyes are hooded, I'm going to use a really thin line so that when I open them, the eyeliner is not going to take up too much space on my lid. But you can use a thicker line if your eyes can handle it. And then winging out the tail like that so that my eyes droop down and look cute. Now it's time to curl our lashes and apply mascara. I'm using the Maybelline Lash Sensational Mascara. And now that that's all completed, we can apply some lashes. I'm using diamond lashes. I'm not sure what the name of these are, but I'll provide that information in the description below. Now, when you remove lashes from a case, what you want to do is pull like this. You don't want to grab the edge and tear it off, because then you're going to mess with the band and it's going to distort it. So just gently kind of tug at them like this, downwards, and you see how it's starting to release. Because you see, when I pull this lash off, it's still in that shape that this was, and that's why the lashes are here, so that they retain that shape and it's easier when you want to put it on your eye. And there we go! Now taking this fan brush, I'm going to dust off all of that excess powder we applied in the beginning. Now using the color Tangerine Tarte from Etude House, I'm going to take the M557 brush from Morphe and apply my blush. I'm going to place this color right in the center of my cheeks. There's a few different ways you can do your blush in Lolita, but for this look today, I think I'm going to apply it here. But I mean, really, I feel like there's so much talk about, oh, this is unflattering and that's unflattering and stuff, but if you apply most things in the right way, it'll look good. You just got to know how to do it. I think I'm actually going to bring it up here a little bit. Now that I'm seeing everything, there we go, that's what I wanted. Now using this blush from Real Techniques and the Etude House blush in Sweet Coral Candy, I'm going to apply this color directly under my eyes. I think that's looking really good. So I'm going to take my Bare Minerals brush and I'm just going to apply a little bit of this right here. This has a little bit of excess product on it from when I use my powder foundation. You can use any powder foundation for this, just use a very gentle hand, and that's going to soften the blush lines. There we go. Next, we're going to highlight with the Merzy Lou-Manizer, and I'm using the Morphe M509 brush to dip in. Well, now it's time for lips, but actually, we had a little problem in production, and this is actually a second take of me doing this tutorial. I redid all my hair and my makeup up to this point just so that I could show you how to do the lips, because, you know, I don't want to give you guys a crappy video. So if anything looks a little bit different, that is why. It's because this isn't the exact same makeup as I just did in the previous clip. I'm trying to look and make sure everything's good, but you know, anyway. For my lips today, oh, I'm gonna apply the Peri Peri tint in Mandarin Juice. Ow! You gotta love the Peri Peri tints. They're just that classic makeup item that never gets old. I just love this product. Now it's time to smack your lips together. And then take your ring finger like this and just daub around the lips. And we're gonna finish the lips off with the Dior Addict Gloss in 433. You can definitely do an orange base makeup look for fall as well, but I think for summer, it's also really pretty as well. You just kind of have to use a different sort of tone of orange. Thank you so much for watching this video. I really appreciate your support. If you like this video and this gorgeous makeup look, please subscribe to this channel and like this video. And don't forget to leave a comment with what type of video you'd like to see next. Ta-ta for now. I'll see you in the next one. Bye!